When we think of heartwarming performances, there's one actor who stands out, Brendan Penny. Whether you're a devoted fan or just in the mood for your next heartwarming film, this is your guide to the ultimate Brendan Penny movie marathon. And at number 10, we have Along Came a Nanny. Along Came a Nanny might just be 9 years young, but it's got that timeless quality that sticks with you. This Hallmark gem is like a sweet nostalgia trip that tugs at your heartstrings. The icing on the cake? Cameron Mathison steps into the shoes of a male nanny, aka a Manny. And that's a twist that spices things up in the Hallmark world. Despite its modern setting, it's got that cozy, familiar feeling of days gone by when male nannies were a rare breed. It's a rare find in Hallmark's treasure trove, showing that the classic charm still pulls at our heartstrings. But wait, there's more. Brendan Penny takes on the role of Dean, a slick mechanic, and trust me, his performance is a real attention grabber. Your eyes won't want to leave the screen.
Hey.
Hi.
Been looking for you.
Yeah?
You have a minute to talk?
Sure.
I got you something.
So, buckle up for a timeless Hallmark journey with a dash of nostalgia and a hint of modern magic, all wrapped up in a delightful package. Dean may look like the charming boy next door, but he definitely has some twisted ways. But that is nothing like his role in this next movie. It's a hoot to catch Brendan Penny and Sarah Lancaster sharing the screen in this flick, especially since Brendan's character is named Dean. And what's even crazier, just a year later, they're back together in another movie, and you won't believe it. Brendan's still rocking the name apparently. Moving on to number 9, it is Summer in the Vineyard. So, in the sequel to Autumn in the Vineyard, you've got Frankie, played by the fabulous Rachel Cook, and Nate, the one and only Brendan Penny, who've taken their on-screen romance to the next level. They're all revved up for the town's biggest shindig, Summerfest. Why? Because they're about to drop their brand new wine on the scene and make their vineyard the talk of the town. But here's where the drama kicks in. A little hiccup with their wine threatens not only their budding love story, but also their business partnership. Summerfest suddenly turns into a wild roller coaster ride, putting both their relationship and their winemaking dreams to the test. Brace yourselves for some vineyard turmoil. Now, let's talk Brendan Penny. The man's got acting chops that can sweep you off your feet. I'm telling you, your eyes won't be able to look away from the screen when he's on it. So, get a sneak peek at this delightful vineyard drama and prepare for a whirlwind of emotions.
Your standards are just too high.
They'll discover
I don't want to be right anymore. I just want what's right for us.
that love improves with time.
Brendan really did showcase his skills as an actor in this movie, as loads of fans could not stop talking about it. Stepping into the 8th spot, we find 'Tis the Season for Love. Imagine a perfect rom-com scenario. A drizzly, cozy day, and you're settling in to watch a heartwarming movie. This one's got Beth, a small-town girl who once jetted off to the Big Apple to chase her dreams, only to take a U-turn and head back home for the holidays. Classic, right? But hold on to your popcorn because here's the kicker. It's like a light bulb moment wrapped in holiday lights. Beth suddenly realizes her dreams might have been lurking in her hometown all along, not in the towering skyscrapers of NYC. Now here's the funny part. Brendan Penny's character is named Dean once again. Talk about déjà vu, huh? But wait, there's more. Beth discovers her ex, Barry, has moved on and even has a daughter now. She's pretty bitter about it until she crosses paths with none other than Barry's charming brother, Dean, who also happens to be the town's fire chief. Sparks fly between Beth and Dean, but with Beth's big plans and tangled feelings, things get a bit complicated. It's a rom-com roller coaster, perfect for snuggling up on a rainy day and getting lost in some hometown holiday magic.
Hi, Dean.
Is more powerful than what we do.
Doesn't matter what.
Dean's character is just so charming, and it's probably got a lot to do with who's bringing him to life on screen. Now, at number 7, we have Easter Under Wraps. Alright, so in this movie, Brendan Penny takes on the role of Brian Bailey, who's not just any chocolatier, but a seriously talented one. Now here's the scoop. Erin, the daughter of the big shot Cavendish family, owners of a famous chocolate company, needs to shake things up in their business. So, she pays a visit to the sweetwater factory, but Erin's got her hands full with 2 big hurdles. 1, she's got to keep her true identity under wraps in Sweetwater, and 2, she needs to tackle factory work, even though she's a total newbie at it. Talk about a sticky situation. As Erin dives deep into her undercover operation, she faces yet another challenge, the guilt of deceiving her newfound pals, especially Brian Bailey, who's not just a chocolatier, but also a recent widower. And to add some extra spice to the mix, you guessed it, love starts to brew between Aaron and Brian.
Legendary Cavendish egg. You always hope that you just find someone that brings out the best in you. Gives you that spark, that trust.
It's truly a heartwarming tale of secrets, chocolate, and romance that'll have you on the edge of your seat. I mean, come on, how is one not supposed to completely melt away at that smile? Plus, the chemistry between the two actors was something everyone noticed. The countdown reaches number 6 with Autumn in the Vineyard. Alright, let's talk about Autumn in the Vineyard, the kickoff to this fantastic trilogy. So you've got Frankie Baldwin and Nate DeLuca, both staking their claim on Sorrento Farm. Picture this. They've got to split the vineyard right down the middle and roll up their sleeves to work side by side, getting that harvest ready for the best wine competition at the annual Autumn Harvest Festival. But here's the twist. This isn't just a regular rivalry settled out in the fields. Nope, despite all their back and forth bickering, the only way to sort out this legal tangle is with a good old-fashioned romance. Sparks are definitely flying.
This is my land.
This is my land.
I bought it.
Make that 2 owners, 1 llama,
You grow your way, I'll grow mine.
and a contest.
Here's the scoop. The first part of this trilogy is hands down the best of the bunch. The writing's smoother, the story flows like a fine wine, and the chemistry between the main stars, it's off the charts. They've got that sizzle that'll keep you glued to the screen. So if you're diving into this trilogy, get ready for a delightful journey starting with Autumn in the Vineyard. It's a winner. You wouldn't believe it, but the spot where they filmed Autumn in the Vineyard is like a hidden gem for wine lovers. This place boasts around 170 wineries, including cool spots like Riverstone Estate Winery in Oliver. And here's a little secret for you. The Okanagan Valley, where all this movie magic happened, is often compared to the famous Napa Valley in California. Yep, it's like Napa's lesser-known cousin, but just as charming. But wait, there's more to the story. It turns out that not only Autumn in the Vineyard, but also its sequel, found its home in the Okanagan Valley. Nothing beats competition like an unexpected romance, right? Before we get into the top 5 Brendan Penny movies, make sure to like this video and subscribe to support our channel. At number 5, A Dash of Love. So there's this aspiring chef, right? She scores an assistant gig at her Culinary Heroes restaurant, and naturally, she's thinking her big break is just a whisk away. Things start off a bit shaky, but she clicks with the handsome executive chef, and they start cooking up some real kitchen chemistry.
To me, gourmet cooking is a fine art.
Well, what about abstract art?
I'm guessing that's your preference.
I'm just saying, crayons can make art too.
Fair enough.
But here's where the drama sizzles. Turns out, her boss is doing some recipe thievery behind the scenes, swiping our chef's culinary creations. And what's worse, she boots both our heroes out the door to protect her secret sauce. Now, our duo's got a plan. They decide to dish up their own pop-up restaurant, putting their hearts and spatulas into it. And guess what? Along the way, they discover that the secret ingredient to their success isn't just spices and sauces, it's love. Yep, love's the secret sauce in this culinary adventure. Breaking into the top 4, it's Gourmet Detective, A Healthy Place to Die. This movie is a bit of a departure from the usual rom-coms Brendan Penny's known for. It's got this intriguing mix of mystery and drama that's a refreshing twist. The title itself, A Healthy Place to Die, sounds cozy, yet shady, right? Now imagine this. Detective Maggie Price, played by Brooke Burns, decides it's high time for some well-deserved R&R and heads to this so-called healthy place. But guess what? Instead of relaxation, she ends up knee-deep in a murder investigation. Talk about unexpected vacations. So here's the whole deal. There's this fancy Larkspur resort and spa hosting a food conference, and Maggie's crime-solving buddy, Henry Ross, played by Dylan Neal, who also happens to be a famous food blogger, is there to show off his culinary skills. And guess who else is in the mix? Brendan, playing one of the chefs.
Have it all go away. I did. I regret it because I was completely innocent.
How'd you get that scratch?
I don't know. I must have done it this morning.
He becomes a prime suspect in this murder puzzle, and trust me, he's got some secrets he's keeping under his chef's hat, with the bronze medal at number 3. The secret ingredient. Kelly, the owner of a bakery, hasn't had love on her mind since Andrew, her ex-fiancé, dashed off to culinary school in Paris, leaving her behind. But guess what? He's back in town, and their chemistry? Well, it's still smoking hot. Here's the twist. Kelly's nursing some old wounds and isn't keen on seeing Andrew before he heads back to the City of Love. But here's where things get really interesting. both Kelly and Andrew get picked as contestants for the Valentine's Day Bake-Off. And get this, none of the contestants get to meet until the final showdown when only 2 bakers remain in the competition.
It's just that you never came back.
Wow.
You want me to be a contestant on your show.
Now, whether they win or lose, there's this looming sadness because Andrew's Paris-bound again. But, and it's a big but, here's the kicker. Kelly and Andrew finally realize what's been missing all along. The secret ingredient that makes him want to stay. Love, of course. Almost there, at number 2, we have a little Christmas charm. A talented jewelry designer stumbles upon a charm bracelet and joins forces with a magazine reporter on a mission to reunite it with its rightful owner before Christmas Eve. This reporter, Greg Matthews, works for The Voice, a magazine known for its fluffy content, and he's itching to turn Holly into the star of his Christmas Hero feature. Now, Greg used to be a hard-hitting investigative reporter, but he left that behind after a story went south, nearly ruining someone's life and leaving him burned out. Despite Holly's strict rule of keeping their relationship purely professional, sparks start flying between them as they work together.
When you lose a charm bracelet, it doesn't feel like you just lost a bracelet. It feels like you lost a piece of your history.
I want to feature your journey for peace that I'm doing called Holiday Hero.
So, you've got a sweet, heartwarming tale of romance, mystery, and the magic of Christmas. Will they track down the bracelet's owner and find love along the way? Well, you'll have to watch to find out. And finally, the top spot goes to Time for Them to Come Home for Christmas. Our story goes something like this. There's this woman with amnesia, right? She catches a ride with her hunky nurse to follow the only lead to her identity. So Paul Bennett, one of her nurses, offers her a lift because she's got no ID and no other way to get where she needs to be. Plus, Charleston is kinda on the way to where he's headed for Christmas. Now, the twist? Jane, that's the amnesia lady, brings positivity wherever she goes, and Paul starts falling for her as they hit the road. Their journey is a roller coaster. Jane's on a mission to recover her memory, while Paul's got some family drama he's got to tackle with his brother and sister-in-law. It's a tale of love, self-discovery, and Christmas magic. Can Jane find her past, and will Paul sort out his family stuff? Brendan knocks it out of the park with his acting skills in this one for sure.
Can't keep me here. I have to do this. You with me?
I won't leave you until you're where you belong.
So, which of these movies is your favorite, or are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like and so subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone.